With the release of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2, we get to see more of Boruto's new abilities. From Chapter 1, we already get the idea of how strong Boruto could potentially be, but in Chapter 2, we can actually see him talking with Code and fighting with Code's claw grinds. It's then we see more of just how much he's grown during the time skip. Since today marks my first power scaling video, I'm going to try to make this as convincing as possible, because what I'm about to cook up, I might be able to convince you that Boruto might just be on another level than everyone else in the series. Before I get into the video, I would very much appreciate you if you took the time out your busy day to hit that like button. Currently we're trying to hit 1,000 subs by like next month, so every bit of support helps. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So at the beginning of Chapter 1, we see Code's claw grinds invade Konoha. The claw grinds are bits of the Ten Tails chakra manifested into these Frieza look-alike beings, which sole purpose seems to be nothing but merely tools to be at Code's disposal. At this point, we see it should be no trouble for the likes of Sarada and Kawaki to take down the claw grinds individually, but we see they might be too much for the average fodder Jonin to handle. The issue with these creatures is if they bite you, you'll turn into what seems to be a mini version of the divine tree of some sort. It wasn't until we see Sarada face 3 claw grinds in which they traveled off each other via claw marks that Sarada shows a bit of distress. We also see her become completely overwhelmed when Code appears and surrounded her with 4 claw grinds. Albeit her Mangyekou sharingan wasn't activated at the time, so it wouldn't be fair to me to use this as indefinite Boruto propaganda. But if I'm to make a highly contextual guess, I would assume even with her newly acquired sharingan, I don't think she would have the necessary experience and skills to do anything against the Code without any limiters, a foe said to be several times stronger than JOUGAN, and 4 claw grinds at the same time, which can easily overpower or catch the average Jonin off guard. Boruto, however, was able to catch a limitless Code off guard from however he got into the village. Many people believe he flew to the village, and some people believe he used his time-space ninjutsu to travel instantaneously to Sarada's side. It is widely believed in the Boruto community that he has mastered the use of his JOUGAN, because we were able to see earlier in the series that Boruto is able to see through dimensions or any place that a familiar chakra signature resides and instantly transport to them, which can explain the reason how Boruto even knew that Sarada was in trouble in the first place. It could also be that Boruto or Sasuke knew Code would attack on a specific day for some odd reason and just decided to wait until the right time to act. So if Boruto has indeed mastered the JOUGAN, not only does he have access to all of, if not most of Momoshiki's abilities of chakra absorption of all 5 chakra natures, the power of flight, and all Momoshiki's fighting experience throughout the years. But he also has his own dojutsu which let him perceive the flow of chakra from any living thing, see through dimensions, and supposedly see another person's goddamn fate, bro. Yes, you heard that right. He might be able to see somebody's fate. Well, that's another video, so if you guys want that video, just let me know in the comment section. I'll break down the JOUGAN and its powers, so if you guys want that, just let me know. The fact that Code was not able to sense Boruto indicates either A, Boruto learned how to mask his chakra to hide its presence, or B, he is just so fast that Code was not able to react to his movement in time to properly adjust. I would like to think the latter because of just how fast Konoha has picked up on Boruto's chakra signature. I also believe he could have only masked his chakra until he landed on the Code, then purposely let himself be detected for Sasuke to make his move. Yeah, if you want to learn more about Boruto and Sasuke's secret plan to reverse Ada's omnipotence, then click the link in the top right, my dude. But anyhow, it is a pretty good speed feat for Boruto. Not only to catch Code off guard, but to dodge a quick counterattack from Code. But let's be honest, if this was enough to properly scale Boruto or have a vague idea of his true power, then this video would be out way sooner than it is now. But in Chapter 2, we get some real info we can use to see how strong he truly got during his training with Sasuke. At the beginning of Chapter 2, we see Code and Boruto have a standoff, and Boruto tells Code to withdraw your monsters while you're still able to control them, and I'll let you live. Which not only tells me that Boruto has knowledge on the Ten Tails and its power, something that Code can't possibly come to comprehend. But it also tells me that Boruto believes at his current power, he's not only able to subdue, but also unalive Code. This is important for later, keep that in mind. But Code then tells Boruto how helpless he was when they met 2 years ago. And we know the time skip was confirmed 3 whole years. So that means Code and Boruto must have ran into each other sometime during the first year of the time skip. The part that's somewhat unclear is how Boruto was able to scar Code's eye so badly if he was quote-unquote helpless the last time they met. From this information alone, I came up with a few conclusions. Either Boruto learned a new technique that was able to catch Code off guard, or it wasn't even Boruto who gave Code that scar in the first place. Perhaps it was Sasuke, but with the help of Boruto maybe? But that should and will be revealed at a later time. From Boruto's words that you'll lose more than your left eye this time, it gives Code the idea that Boruto is bluffing. No way a kid that couldn't even do anything against him a couple years ago without being controlled by Momoshiki be able to overpower Code to the point where he would be in fearing of his life. We then see just how powerful Boruto has become after the time skip. One thing that stayed consistent throughout the chapter was the Claw Grime's ability to catch their foe off guard. This could be used as an excuse for any regular shinobi that never seen a claw mark or have any idea about how it works, but I'm not able to give shinobi like Kawaki and Sarada an excuse to be caught off guard multiple times by these creatures when they either fought Code first-handedly or heard about his abilities from a primary source, even seeing their ability once and not adapting to it. We also see the likes of Kawaki caught off guard and be completely overpowered by one of these Claw Grimes. It took Shikadai holding him with shadow possession and Kawaki activating karma to permanently put down one Claw Grime for good. However, I won't slight Kawaki for this because he was trying to cover for not only Himawari, but the rest of Team 10 as well as himself. We also see the Claw Grime they fought did indeed inherit the Rinnegan, which should make it stronger than any ordinary Claw Grime that didn't have the Rinnegan. We see Boruto not only have the ability to completely incapacitate a single Claw Grime in one attack with his sword, but he's also confidently able to take on a surrounding amount of them simultaneously, which is a feat we have not seen from anyone yet in Konoha. So now we know Boruto is able to take on several of these Claw Grimes without even using any chakra or form of ninjutsu at all, just purely off his advanced kenjutsu he probably learned from Sasuke himself. It's then we see Code admit that Boruto wasn't completely bluffing, stating that Boruto has already passed Code's expectations. Boruto then tells Code that if he keeps pressing on, he will lose every single Claw Grime currently in his possession. We just learned that Boruto is indeed not bluffing, stated from Code himself. So we have it in our best interest to believe Boruto is able to wipe out every Claw Grime currently in Konoha by himself, low difficulty. If that doesn't convince you of Boruto's new immense power, then I assure you what I'm about to tell you next will pique your interest. Towards the end of chapter 2, we see Boruto and Code have a conversation about the Ten Tails, and we get the idea that Boruto has a better understanding of the Ten Tails in comparison to Code. By the way, he speaks of the Ten Tails and the horror that it brings. He states since Code has enhanced the Claw Grimes, they would most likely end up in the worst possible future for everyone, which could state they could potentially grow to be too much for even Code to handle, and with there being like thousands of them, it could mean the end of the world, if that comes to reality. With Boruto having this knowledge of the Ten Tails, he then tells Code to lead him to the main body of the Ten Tails. There's speculation that Boruto could be looking to restrain, if not destroy the Ten Tails. And if that's true, I don't even need to tell you how fucking insane that is. It took all 5 great nations, including KCM2 Naruto and EMS Sasuke, to even land a powerful enough blow to stun the Ten Tails before it got absorbed by Obito. So if Boruto believes he has the power to destroy the main body of the Ten Tails, then he should be on par, or at least comparable, with, if not, most of the 5 great nations put together. Most likely with the help of his mastery of the karma and Momoshiki's power amps. I firmly believe Boruto's statement that he could easily unalive Code, who is, I repeat, several times stronger than JOUGAN without his limiters, makes Boruto at least a high Otsutsuki level threat. I'll leave it up to y'all to decide if that's like low or high ball. I'll probably hold off on saying too much about Rasengan Uzuhiko as well, because we literally haven't even seen what it could do though. But there are a few theories out there about it being similar to the Hyuga's 8 trigrams palm rotation based on the direction of the wind and how it surrounds Boruto's body. The fact that Boruto used his jutsu in counter to Code threatening Boruto's life, and him just giving up on trying to reason with Code, I'm forced to believe that Boruto expects this new Rasengan to subdue Code or just completely unalive him in just one attack. Boruto's immense growth in strength in such a short time can also be compared to how strong Sasuke was in comparison to everyone else in Shippuden. He was so strong, in fact, that Tsunade accused them of drugging Sasuke to enhance performance and growth rate. So that's all I really have to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If Boruto showed me some incredible feat to which would potentially make him a threat even greater than Ishiki, then I would probably have to make a follow-up video, but I'll stay safe and say he's around Ishiki or even on par with him at the start of the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga. But a lot can change within the span of a single chapter. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up so this can reach a wider audience, and comment down below how you feel I did on my first power scaling video. Did I glaze Boruto too much? Did I lowball his power, or is something I missed? I'm always open to constructive criticism as long as it's helping me get better and not just senseless bashing. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.